Hello there everyone, and welcome back to my channel for the third installment of Flawless Makeup for Beginners. Today's video is going to focus on finishing a look. So I have my foundation on, I have all my contour, blush, highlight, all that jazz is already on my face. I'm going to go over the products that you will need to do your eyes, eyebrows, and lips, and we'll jump right into the video. But first, if you're new here, welcome, I'm Stefan. And if you're returning, thank you very much. Either way, please make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a big old like, and we'll jump right into the video. So for this installment, I guess, you are going to need minimal things. But when you add them all together from the last two videos, you kind of need a little bit of an arsenal. To start up with the brushes and the blenders and the eyelash curler, all that kind of stuff. That can be a little pricey, but you can find it very affordable if you go to the right places. To begin, we are still going to use our handy dandy Marcel translucent powder and the dry beauty blender, which we both used in the second video on the face sculpting. Other things you're going to need are an eyelash curler, mascara, because right now I look insane because there's nothing happening in the eyes. You're also going to want whatever lip color you choose to do with your look, and some sort of brow product. Now I have fairly bushy dark brows already, so I don't do a whole lot to my brows besides get them threaded and cleaned up, because otherwise they just look like two giant caterpillars chasing each other on my face. For the eyes, you're also going to need an eye and lip pencil in whatever color you want, and I have three go-to brushes for my eyes. So a tapered blending brush, a blending brush, and a pencil brush. These are the Morphe M441, M433, and M431. And I also am going to need a brow brush with a spoolie on it. I don't use the brush end as much as I use the spoolie, and you'll see why when I do it, but this is a handy tool. And we are going to take this color all over the eyelid and the brow bone. I also have my color switch with me, which means that is why I only have three brushes, because I can take the color off of the brush using this. And I got this at Winners Marshall's Home Sense for like $5. And technically this one's called Blank Slate. Sephora has one called Color Switch, but it makes it so you don't have to switch brushes in between switching colors. So you're going to take that color Dust Cloud all over your eye, and this is just to create a base for the other shadows that you're going to use. It makes it really easy to blend out other colors if you use a skin toned light base all over your eye and brow bone first. It can even be a little lighter than skin toned. This one just so happens to be kind of like a banana-y yellow. And I don't do one eye and then the other. Some people do. I do them both so that I only have to switch colors once for the most part. Okay, and once we have gotten that light color all over the lids to make blending a little bit easier, I then like to go in for this look specifically with Selfie and Boy Next Door, and I combine them, tap it off. We've been through this before. So tap, 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 tap. And I take that all the way across the eye through the crease just to give it some definition. And you can get that kind of as dark and defined as you want. I like to take those neutral browns in fairly deep, because then I like to play with the outer corner of my eye for my looks. Small circular and swipey motions is what's going to get that effect for you. And like I said, all the way into the corner of the eye with this color. And notice how I'm not taking it on the lid. We've already put that base color on the lid. So nothing on the lid, I took it all in the crease of my eye because I just want to define my eye. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the slightly more tapered blending brush. This is the Morphe M433. And I'm going to take this color right here, this Magenta, I think is what it's called. And I'm gonna work that onto the outer top and outer corner of my eye. And this is with the slightly tapered blending brush. And I'm just getting that color on right in the corner and slightly on the top where we already took that other color. And don't be afraid to get it on there. This is where your powder can come in handy again, which I do sometimes, depending on how much fallout the shadow has. But I will stick a little bit under the eyes. Just where I'm working with that color. And move to the other eye once I have enough color on there. And the reason I moved to the other eye is because I want them to kind of look the same. That's kind of the goal. But I'm also going to blend this out with the fluffier blending brush once I get enough color on my eyelids. And this is just like a nice magenta-y cranberry color that I really like so. Then I'm going to use my color switch, get all the old color off of this brush, and I'm going to go in with the fluffier blending brush now. And I'm just going to buff out that color a little bit with small circular motions onto the center of my lid and in the corner. Again, circular motions. You're not going to get anything on your cheek or the rest of your face because of that powder. Anything that falls onto that powder will fall right off when you brush it off at the end. This is just to diffuse that cranberry magenta color nicely onto the lid a little bit, because we're going to go in with another color, and out in the corner of your eye. Like so. And then I will take it a little bit in the crease just to layer on top of what we already put in the crease. Not a whole lot. I'm not taking that color all the way in. Now for the final part of the upper lid, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in. I always like to go in either with a highlighter, so any highlighter you have, or any pressed powder shimmer color. And I like going in with this color called Scorched. For this, I do use my finger. So I'll rub my finger in this color, and then I will take my finger and work it. From the inner corner of my eye, right to where that magenta color, cranberry color meets. And it doesn't have to be overkill. It can be whatever amount you want. And because we diffuse that cranberry color on the corner of the eyes, as long as you meet it with your finger, it blends it itself. And I always like to go in with 1 or 2 swipes. And this is my go-to glam eye anyways, regardless of what color is on the outside edge. And you will find that pressed powder shimmers apply better with your finger, like so. And then honestly, I take my color switch and I just wipe my finger off on it, and it gets rid of most of that color that I just put on my eyelids. I check to make sure that they look even, because you can always go back in with your fluffy blending brush and just diffuse slightly where those colors meet, just to make sure that you don't have any harsh lines. Then once I'm done the upper lids, I will go in and just get rid of that powder, and it does also brighten the under eye a little bit. And I'm using my handy dandy big fluffy brush that we've used throughout the series just to wipe away that powder. Now I'm going to go in with my eyeliner or eye pencil and just do my lower waterline in, what color is this? Backseat Love. It's like a nudie pinky type color that just I really like with this look. Make sure when you're applying your eyeliner in the lower waterline that you don't tug too much on your under eye area. It is set very good with all the powder and stuff that we've used, but you don't want to leave any fingerprints or remove makeup that you worked hard to apply to that area to get a flawless base. Now, using that same pencil brush that we used to apply the highlighter in the corner of the eyes and on the Cupid's bow of the lip in the last video, we're going to go into that same color that's on the corner of the eye, the Magenta. Tap it a couple times, tap off the excess, and we're going to run it under the lower lash line and smoke out that lower lash line. And what you can do if you notice that the corner isn't dark enough, when you're doing this lower lash line, you can take a little bit of that color that is in the corner and just pat it on and continue smoking out the lower. Like so. And you're going to repeat that on the other eye. Now you may think this looks super weird. Well, brows and eyelashes are very important. So you want to go in, slightly curl your eyelashes if you need to. I don't need to do much curling to mine. In fact, when I do, I usually just kink them because they're already so long and they curve nicely on their own. But I just go in with a slight pinch of the eyelash curler, and then I'll apply my mascara. And I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, which Gunnar actually got for me earlier in the fall. And then you're just gonna go in. It's easiest to apply mascara looking down into a mirror for the top and up into a mirror for the bottom. But don't do the bottom until your top eyelashes have dried completely, or you're gonna end up with a bunch of mascara on your brow bone. And a nice little trick, if you end up with mascara anywhere that you took your eye colors, is you can go in with a Q-tip, wet it, rub it a little bit, and go back in with your blending brushes after. Or you can just be super careful with your mascara. Easier said than done. And see? I just got mascara on my nose. And the trick with the bottom lashes is by the time you're done your second coat on your second eye, first eye is usually dry enough that you can take the remaining mascara on your wand and go in and do that lower lash line on the second eye without messing up your eye makeup. And there's usually enough on the wand itself to go in and do both eyes. I always find too, if you feel like one eye is darker than the other, you can kind of tweak and play whatever you want once this is done. Like, I feel like I need more on this side. I'm just gonna add a bit more. And then even if you want to go back into that lower lash line and smoke it out some more, wait for your mascara to dry. Dip into that color that we used in the lower lash line and just run it through the lashes a little bit and onto the lower lash line. This also spreads them out a little bit and will get rid of any awful clumps on your lower lash line. And I always clean my eye brushes off in my blank slate after I'm done with them, so I know that when I pull them out the next time, they are ready to be used and I don't have to worry about color residue or color transfer from whatever I did last. One thing you can choose to do or not do is now do eyeliner on the top lash line. I don't love doing eyeliner. I don't do it all the time, but for the sake of this video, I think I'm going to. So I'm going in with the Dragon Beauty liner in Blackout, and I'm just going to take that inner corner like so, and the other eye like so. Personally, I do not use eyeliner on most looks. I find I can get my mascara and my eyelashes dark enough that I don't need eyeliner. But for this one, I did, just for you. Now, finally, now that the eyes are done, we are going to quickly do the brows and the lips. Brows are particular to every person, and every person has their own way of doing it. Personally, right now, what I love doing, I take the Nyx Eyebrow Gel in the color Chocolate, and I just squeeze a little bit out on the tube top. Literally a little bit. Like, so small. So small. Put it on my brow brush, and I just kind of plop it throughout my eyebrow. And I don't worry about the fronts of your eyebrows. I always leave that till the end. Throughout your eyebrow. By the time you're getting to the tail, you can kind of just define the tail of your eyebrow with what's left. And then what I like to do is I take the spoolie end of the eyebrow brush and I go through and grab all of that product that I kind of dispersed, I should say, through my brows, and I just work it in with the spoolie. Sometimes I have to go in here at the front and just add a couple little strokes, but for the most part I don't like a super defined brow. My brows are already very thick. You can do this with brow gel, brow pencil. There's so many different things. Benefit makes a really nice brow gel that you literally just brush through your eyebrows, and you can get it in, I believe, 8 different colors ranging from 1 to 5.5. And then if I'm noticing any sparse areas of my eyebrows, I just take the color, fill it in a little bit, and always work through it with a spoolie. Then your brows, your eyes, your face, nothing's going nowhere. Especially with the brow gel. Most tend to be waterproof, so you're gonna need makeup wipes to get them off. You can play with your eyebrows as much as you want. Remember that they are supposed to be cousins, not twins. Or no, they're supposed to be they're supposed to be sisters, not twins, so they don't have to look exactly the same. There you have it. Eyes, eyebrows finished. Now to finish off this look completely, I then go in with whatever lip color I'm wearing. I'm not a huge lip liner wearer. The benefit to wearing lip liner in the same color as your lipstick is you're not going to get any bleeding around the edges of your lips. I take my chances. I just don't buy lip liner and lipstick. I usually just buy the lipstick, liquid. I love liquid. This is a tube lipstick in the color Tempt, and it is a matte lipstick by Morphe. And this finishes off the look. That is it, folks. That is the final look. This is the final installment of this little series on my channels. Flawless makeup for beginners. You can tweak this to whatever you need, to light coverage, natural, full glam, more glam than this. This, I feel, is a nice look for a Christmas party or something. It's not too heavy, and what really tames it down is the very nude looking lip. But you can take these looks as minimal or as max as you want to take them. That is all for this look. So if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah!